All right, here we go. This is it. Yo, Filipino Gumby. This is the one and only. Yo, I'm finna to make a blog right now. It's been a long minute, and I don't even know what I want to talk about. All I know is that I want to talk. It's just one of those chakra things. I want to express myself. I got a lot of things just to talk about. Because there's a lot happening in my life right now, and I want this video to it's going to be long, and it's for no one in particular, and it's not for views. It's for several different reasons. I'll get into those reasons, but this is just going to be a long babble blog. So don't be expecting too much, but we're gonna try to touch upon something along the deep end, and I'm just gonna keep on rambling because I haven't made a video like this in a long minute. And in the past, when I would make video blogs, I'd take my time. I'd do multiple takes because I had specific points that I wanted to get across. Now I don't have any fucking point. I don't have any fucking point I want to make. If the main thing is that it's like reverse psychology for me, because I'm fueling the Matrix. I'm making a video for people to sit down and watch if they choose to, and the video is going to be a hella long video, and if you sit and watch it, you're wasting your time, and I'm contributing to the Matrix. But I have shit to say, because the point is that everything's gonna fall. Everything's gonna fall. The internet's gonna fall. Everything that's a structure in this current society is gonna fall, because it's not built to last long. Because everybody, we've bought it into the trap. Our souls have came down here because it's a puzzle. And now we're gonna get into the deep end. You'll see what I'm talking about. Our souls fell into a trap. That's the long and short of it. And there's two ways. There's two paradigms that are simultaneously happening. There is Satan's world, and there is God's world. And there is Bobby's world. No, fuck that. Satan's world is highly intricate, and it's incomprehensible. So is God's world. But God's world is not scheming like Satan's world. So it's all encompassing, and in that sense it's very simple because it's love. We live in both those worlds. We live in Satan's world. And Satan, the very words we speak, the language that we use, Babylon, leading back to the English language, leading back to Rome, leading back to how syllables and words and the meaning of words, how they all break down. It's all part of a control system that we can't escape. But I'm not here to spread fear. That's not what I'm talking about. If you don't know Satan's world, you will be in it. The more you don't know about Satan's world, the further you will be in Satan's world. And at the same time, the further you know about Satan's world, the more you will know about God's world. Because once you start to know about both these worlds that are simultaneously happening, that is your life, there is this factor that you are the one that created it all. And like I said, I'm not making this blog for views. I'm not making this blog for anyone in particular. It's just nature for me. There's just something in me it's a chakra thing. I just want to say it. So I don't give two shits, and I'm going to say it. The more you know about Satan's world, and the more you know about God's world, the more you know about yourself, and the more you realize that there's this underlying or overseeing factor that you created all of this. And now your soul is sitting there like the thinker, like that sculpture, wondering, how the hell did I get myself into this? Like you're pinching your chin, you're trying to pinch yourself, like, how the hell do I wake up out of this? I'm in a conundrum. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So I want to get into different things, but I'm gonna stick to that, because Satan's world gets really fucking intricate and creepy, and it's out there in the open, and it's people just aren't going to accept that that's what it is, because we're in a situation where we all praise God and we praise Satan. Praising God is selfless. Praising Satan is self-fulfilling. We all have family that we are selfless to. We all have hearts. We all work off of our hearts. But we all self-serve in order to survive day to day. If we didn't do that, we wouldn't be here on this earth, because you couldn't live. You have to do certain things day to day just to survive on this planet. So just by living on the earth, we praise Satan, we praise God. The problem is that this is all words, and what it comes down to is it's fear and love. And I'm not talking about how God's world is love and Satan's world is fear, even though that's how this. What specifically I want to talk about is that Satan's world, it's taken over like a grid, and it's told us a lie, a narrative that we've bought into, and our spirits, we are gelatinous in a way. It's like the language we use, the concepts we use, the sounds that we use to represent certain things. Our spirits are free of all those shackles. But when we come down to earth, when we gravitate towards this earth, there is a mystery, a conundrum that we are here to solve. And so our souls come down, and once we incarnate, we are given the language. We are given the very structure that our souls fit into, because our souls are free. They're gelatinous. They're free. They serve a purpose to be one, and we forget our purpose. We don't fully know our purpose here on earth, because check this out. You think about how things are structured. Structure is not just buildings. It's not just how mechanics work. It's not just how the physical plane. Structure is not just the physical plane. We are electrical. We are sound. So the first thing that had to be controlled in order for Satan to take control of this plane of existence, the first thing is the sound of everything. First thing is Babylon. First thing is to create a language that has multiple meanings. When you say words, when we use these words day to day, this English language, and different words and different sounds and syllables they have multiple meanings when you break it down, and what they originally meant and how we use them, but it's, if you, the narrative is that if you jump down that rabbit hole, you're never going to return. If you start breaking down all these words, you're never going to return. But you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because once you start waking up to what's really going on, they have your friends, they have your family, and the more you know, the more you're supposed to get paranoid. So basically, people have a strong intuition, and they say, I'm not going down any of this shit because I'm not going to be paranoid. I love my family. And that takes a strong person. That's common sense. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, you're a zombie. Because you don't want to know. You choose to be ignorant. You choose to not know. And now we're in this state of the world where you can't just say things. You'll either lose friends if you say specific things, or you may start a riot just by saying certain things, certain trigger words. And that's a structure. The very sound, the very words that we make, and how we react as human beings and as a unit of human beings, as a mob. Don't you see the structure? Don't you see that this is beyond architecture? This is beyond mechanics. This is beyond the physical plane. What we could say the wrong fucking thing and lose friends, lose family, or have the mob on us. So we have to design ourselves accordingly. All right. Like, for instance, men are geared to carry themselves a certain way, to project a certain amount of testosterone to make the other men around them not attack them. Because if you show too much affection, too much emotion, there might be some homophobia that might get you attacked. And it's not even about affection or anything like that. You just may say something that is just programmed in people for them to register as homosexual. And you will be attacked for that, even when there's absolutely nothing that says it's feminine or masculine. To some people, everything I'm saying may sound ambiguous. Don't fucking watch this video. I don't care. I'm not being ambiguous to myself. If I'm ringing a chord with you, cool. Keep watching it. Because I'm not gonna make these videos for long. I just wanted to do something a little different. Alright? Because there's a lot of changes happening in my life right now. I'm gonna have a son, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And there was a part of me that always wanted to be the fucking rock star. Because not just for some egotistical purpose, even though at the end of the day that's what it was. But I wanted to be a rock star because I have always had a desire to change the fucking structure of the earth. Because we live in a structure that people can't see. When you're in it, you can't see it. It's like the fish doesn't register that it's swimming in water. It's just swimming in water. It never, unless you're a jumping fish, it never went out into the air. It just knows water. We're in this structure. We don't know what it is. So how can we change it? How can we change the paradigm? And for the first thing to changing it is realizing that it's beyond the physical. And then people start becoming new agey, and they're like, oh, well, I'm going to meditate and free myself from all these mental structures and stuff, and it's fucking bullshit. Like, it's right in front of your face. Every time you open your mouth, it's right there.